In today's video, we'll be counting down the top 10 craziest moments in NFL history. Let's get into it. 10. The butt fumble. We start off our list with one of the funniest moments in NFL history, the infamous butt fumble. On November 22, 2012, the highly anticipated Thanksgiving game between Mark Sanchez's team and Tom Brady's team had over 20 million viewers tuning in. However, a surprising event occurred during the game when Sanchez attempted to run up the middle but collided with his own teammate Moore, causing the ball to fly out of his grasp. The Patriots seized the opportunity and returned the fumble for a touchdown, resulting in a humiliating moment for Sanchez and his team. 9. Super Bowl 51 humiliation. The loss of the Falcons against the Patriots in Super Bowl 51 was even more humiliating. Despite the Falcons' initial 28-3 lead, it appeared that they were going to secure the win. However, Tom Brady's exceptional performance turned the game around, and the Patriots managed to tie the game by the end of regulation. From that point, the game was practically over once overtime began. 8. The Halloween Black Cat. Now we'll discuss a peculiar incident during the Cowboys vs. Giants game, when the game was interrupted. It happened during the first half, with less than 6 minutes remaining, when a black cat suddenly appeared and ran onto the field. The cat even managed to make its way from the 50-yard line to the end zone, making history as the first cat to score a touchdown in an NFL game. 7. The greatest game ever played, 1958. In the late 1950s, professional football was rapidly gaining popularity, and one particular game played a significant role in this. On December 28, 1958, the Baltimore Colts faced off against the New York Giants in the NFL Championship game. The game was intense, with both teams exchanging leads throughout the contest. However, Johnny Unitas' performance was remarkable as he led the Colts on an 86-yard drive to tie the game near the end of regulation. As a result, the game went into overtime, which further added to its significance. In the end, the Colts managed to win 23-17, which was the first time in NFL history that a championship game had been decided in sudden death. While some historians may criticize the game's overall sloppiness due to the numerous fumbles, missed field goals, interceptions, and conservative play calling, it still made an indelible mark in history. Often referred to as the greatest game ever played, it played a pivotal role in boosting the popularity of football on TV and the growth of the NFL. 6. Music City Miracle. In a 1999 playoff game between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills, the Titans were down by 1 point, with just 16 seconds left in the game. The Titans attempted a kickoff and then lateraled the ball multiple times, eventually scoring a touchdown and winning the game. The play, known as the Music City Miracle, is one of the most exciting moments in NFL history. But as crazy as that moment was, there are even more surprising moments to come. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button to stay updated on all of our latest content. Let's continue. 5. Antonio Brown's Impractical Joker's behavior. Now let's move on to the time when Antonio Brown's behavior resembled that of a participant from the TV show Impractical Jokers. During a game between the Bucs and the New York Jets, the team was trailing in the second half, and coach Bruce Arians asked Antonio Brown to enter the game. However, Brown refused to do so, leading to Arians cutting him on the spot. As expected, Brown did not take the news well, and the next thing fans witnessed was a shirtless Antonio Brown running off the field while holding up the peace sign. One cannot help but admire Mike Tomlin for having put up with Brown's diva-like behavior for 9 years. 4. The Catch. During the NFC Championship game on January 10, 1981, the Dallas Cowboys faced off against the San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick Park. Although the Cowboys were leading 27-21 late in the game, they made a critical mistake by leaving too much time for 49ers quarterback Joe Montana. Montana would then lead his team on a deliberate 14-play 83-yard drive, getting the ball to the Cowboys' 6-yard line with only 58 seconds remaining in the game. In the NFC Championship game on January 10, 1981, the Dallas Cowboys faced off against the San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick Park. The Cowboys managed to take a 27-21 lead late in the game, but their defense couldn't hold off 49ers quarterback Joe Montana, who led his team on a 14-play 83-yard drive to get the ball to the Cowboys' 6-yard line with just 58 seconds left in the game. It all came down to 3rd and 3, and that's when San Francisco wide receiver Dwight Clark made an incredible leaping grab in the back of the end zone to complete a 6-yard touchdown pass for Montana, securing a 28-27 victory for the 49ers. This game is significant because it marked a turning point in the NFC, signifying the end of the Cowboys' reign and the start of the 49ers dynasty in the 1980s. 3. 1 yard short. Super Bowl 34 took place on January 30, 2000 at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, where the St. Louis Rams faced off against the Tennessee Titans. Despite both teams having good offenses, the game was largely defensive in the first half, with the Rams leading 9-0 at halftime. The Titans managed to tie the game with just over 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but the Rams responded with a 73-yard touchdown pass from Kurt Warner to Isaac Bruce to regain the lead. With only 6 seconds left on the clock, the Titans had a chance to tie the game, but Kevin Dyson was tackled 1 yard short of the end zone, securing the Rams' victory with a final score of 23-16. The play has become a legendary moment in NFL history, often referred to as 1 yard short or the tackle. 2. The helmet catch. In Super Bowl 42, played on February 3, 2008, with just a few minutes left in the game, the undefeated and heavily favored New England Patriots had taken a 14-10 lead. The Giants were attempting to mount a comeback, but were stopped at their own 44-yard line with only 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining, facing 3rd and 5. Then, Giants quarterback Eli Manning pulled off a remarkable play, escaping the grasp of 3 defenders and throwing a pass downfield to wide receiver David Tyree. Tyree caught the ball by leaping up and pinning it against his helmet in what would become one of the most iconic plays in Super Bowl history. The play resulted in a 32-yard gain and set up the game-winning touchdown as the Giants defeated the Patriots 17-14, ending their hopes of achieving an undefeated season. 1. The Dolphins reach perfection. We finally arrived at the pinnacle, but what could top all of these that we've seen so far? Under the guidance of the renowned Don Shula, the Miami Dolphins of 1972 achieved a remarkable feat that no other team has been able to replicate to this day, winning every single game in the regular season and playoffs and clinching the Super Bowl title. The team finished with a perfect 14-0 record in the regular season and went on to win all 3 postseason games, including the Super Bowl VII against the Washington Redskins. The quarterback duties for the Dolphins were shared between Bob Grease and Earl Morrall, with the latter stepping in after Grease suffered an injury mid-season. Imagine a team so dominant that their defense was overlooked and underappreciated, despite being the best in the league. That's exactly what happened to the 1972 Miami Dolphins, who not only went undefeated the entire season, but also had 2 running backs who each rushed for 1,000 yards, a feat that had never been accomplished before. And let's not forget the no-name defense, who despite their lack of recognition, played a huge role in the team's success. It's been years, but no team has been able to replicate what those 72 Dolphins did. They truly were a one-of-a-kind team, led by the legendary coach Don Shula. Thanks for watching our compilation of the craziest moments in NFL history. Disagree with our list? What would you add? What would you omit? Let us know in the comments below.